class 198 or 68, hydraulic actuators. Okay, and hydraulic systems means hydraulic actuator systems. So, definitions you can write anyone. Okay, okay. Now, hydraulic actuator means an actuator which has hydraulic energy as the energy used to impart motion. In electric actuators, electric energy is used to impart motion. Here, hydraulic energy. Okay. So it can be a cylinder and piston movement, or it can be a hydraulic motor. For linear operation, we have this one. See, this is a piston, red color, and this is the cylinder. If you push this cylinder, the hydraulic liquid, fluid or liquid will transfer the movement of this piston to this cylinder, that from this piston to this piston. So this is the driver and this is the driven. So this is a linear hydraulic actuator. Okay, hydraulic pressure is going to provide a linear motion. In case of turbine type, for example, take a turbine motors or a turbine. There, hydraulic energy, say water turbines, hydraulic energy is converted into rotary energy. So, such a type of motor is called as fluid motor. Turbine is a fluid motor. You have vane motor also, slightly modified. Details are not necessary for us. Liquids are almost nearly incompressible. Hence, we can predict the motion in hydraulic system. When you press this, to what extent this moves, we can calculate by the ratio of area of cross section between this cylinder column and this cylinder or column. Okay, the cylinder sometimes, okay, so this cylinder is there here, we will see later. Okay, now basic layout of a hydraulic system. Here there are two words are coming: return stroke and double acting, single acting. Okay, that we will see later. You can write this figure in introduction. Actually, this is the introduction, not necessary. Practically starts from here. Block diagram of hydraulic system. So main components are these: tank, pump, filter, regulator, control valve, piston, cylinder, and pipes. This is the load which is to be moved. So we have here tank which is also called as reservoir. From the reservoir, oil is used, sometimes even water also. Oil is taken by the hydraulic pump which is driven by an electric motor through a filter so that some solid particles are removed which is in the oil or the liquid. After that, when the pump drives it, it goes to the control valve for the operation of piston through a pressure regulator. There is a pressure regulator which will release or unload the fluid in case the pressure increases beyond the required value or set value. If the pressure is within the permitted value, it will permit flow to the control value. If it is exceeded, the extra liquid will go to the will get returned to the tank. Now control valve is there. It will direct the incoming fluid at pressure, which is coming at pressure. Now this is in the pressure. Okay. To say port A, this is input port, inlet port. These two are outlet ports, port A and B. If it directs the incoming fluid to port A, then the piston will move to the downside. Okay, how much fluid enters here, same quantity of fluid will come back here and it will return to the fluid tank. If you want to lift the piston upwards, control valve will direct the incoming high pressure fluid to port B, which will push the piston upside. So you can get the required motion. This is a three-directional valve, means one input, two output ports. Hydraulic valves. You have infinite position valves, means they will rotate continuously from open to close position and allow flow of rate of flow of fluid from open to close, fully open to fully close. Finite position means it has discrete positions. Okay, fixed set of positions, usually just open and closed. Sometimes this way, that way, and close, like that. So they are called as finite position valves. Okay. Next, based on function, they are classified as pressure control valve, which is used to control pressure. Beyond a certain pressure, the extra fluid will go out. Next, you have flow control valve to control the quantity of liquid. Next, we have direction control valve to control the direction of flow, that is to which port, which pipe we should connect. So this is the direction control valve. Okay. There are other classification also. This is main one. Next, based on method of controlling the flow, we have poppet valve and spool valve. Spool valve is also called as mushroom valve. This is called as seating valve. We will see that. The seating can be done by ball, plate or cone. So first we will see the poppet valve and then we will see this valve. Okay. See poppet valve. Okay. Poppet valve means seated valve. Sorry. Okay, we can see here in this housing a piston, okay, is held at its seat by a ball. This can be a ball or cone or even plate also. You can see a plate here. This is a plate. Okay, see here. This is the inlet. This is the ball which is held upward by a spring. Means this ball is seated. Hence, this valve is also called as seated valve. It is held at its position, at its seat by this spring and the flow pressure of the liquid. Due to the liquid pressure, the flow will not go because it blocks now. But when you press the push button, it will get opened like this. See here, here a plate is shown. Here we have ball. When you push the plate, okay, this opens. Spring is not shown here. So this can be plate or ball or even cone shaped. So when you press this, this opens and liquid flows from inlet P to outlet A. Symbol is not necessary to you. Next we have what is called as spool valve. Okay. Spool valve is also called as bobbin valve or mushroom valve. You can see here, before that there are classifications, easy to understand. If the method of actuation is manual, we call it as a manually operated, otherwise spring actuated, otherwise electrically actuated, pneumatically means by gas pressure, air pressure or hydraulic pressure depending upon that. Now in the spool valve we have two types, sliding and rotary. See here, here this is a port. Okay, we can see here this is the lobe or land when, and this is the groove. It has a cylinder where some holes are drilled. Okay, this is a cylinder or a tube where holes are drilled to obtain ports which are connected to pipes. Pipe will be connected to these points. And inside the cylinder, we have a core or shaft which has multiple lands or lobes. Okay, multiple lamps or lobes. Okay, now you see when there is groove, there is opening. When there is land, it is closed. B is closed. This T is closed. When the spool, sliding spool, is moved towards right, now this, when you give pressure here, this will move from here to here. When you give pressure here, this will move from here to here. So like that. So what happens is, you can operate this by solenoid also, or by air pressure, or by even manually, as you wish. So when this is at left side, pressure is towards port A, means fluid can flow to port A. B is blocked. When this is moved to right side, pressure is towards port B. So like that. So this is called as sliding spool valve. Spool valve. Next we have rotary spool valve. So it is a tube again drilled, okay, and we have what is called as rotary spool here. Here it is sliding spool, linear motion. Here it is rotary spool. You can see here, when this rotates, now in this position, this is blocked. Sorry, this is open. Pressure is towards port A. See, like this. And the tank is connected to port B. When you move this rotary spool to some extent, now this is pressure towards nowhere. See, A and B are now not at all connected to the opening of the spool. Opening means where the points are free to flow. Pipe is there from here to here and here to here. No connection between here and here, red and blue. So this is the blocked position. When you connect to point number 3, okay, now you have pressure connected to port B. Okay, port B. You can see here port B, and A is connected to tank. You see. So depending upon the position of the spool, the direction of flow can be controlled. This is called as a 4 by 3 way directional valve. There are 4 ports, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 positions. So left, right, and center means middle. Middle means you have no flow. So left means you have from here to here, where P to A and B to tank. P to A, P to A, and B to tank. Here we have opposite. P to B, okay, P to B, and A to tank. So like that. More figures are given. You need not bother about those.